everyone, welcome to my channel PR Passion. So we are here on an 8-day vacation on a Memorial Day long weekend. So we chose to spend 4 days at nature's beautiful locations Utah, Arizona and California, and 4 days at Las Vegas. So we arrived here at the Las Vegas airport. We rented a car and we drove to our first location, which is Valley of Fire State Park. So when you drive just 10 minutes before the Valley of Fire, you see this beautiful beehive formations here. So we stopped by, we explored this area, climbed on different formations here, took some pictures. And the best part is, since we have this 4th graders or sometimes 5th graders annual summer pass, then we can enter this location free for a family, or if you have the national park annual entrance ticket, you can also enter this park for free. So we entered, this is the visitor center at the Valley of Fire. We grabbed this route map where we can drive around on the black road that you see and stop by at different locations and take small trails to explore different rock formations here. So we drove on this trail on this road, and we explored the whole area, seeing all the formations. So this is the first formation, which is the white domes. The rocks here are mostly whitish in color. So we stopped by, took some pictures and headed towards our next location where we stopped, which is Mustang. It's a small trail of 0.75 miles. We just walked till we could see the petroglyphs. So these are some of the drawings made by the tribe several years ago. It was an extremely hot day, so we did not do the entire trail. We just walked till we saw the first petroglyphs. And those black formations you see, those are the petroglyphs. So if you go closer, you can see those drawings. We saw this drawings, beautiful drawings on the rocks, and we headed towards this elephant rock, which is visible from the road. We stopped a car on the road. You see some people walking there. So took the small trail to see this elephant rock, and we drove by and took pictures along the road. So the different locations here, a beautiful one full day you could spend here and see the different rock formations. There's some rainbow rocks and many different types of formations which you could see and spend. So that evening we chose to drive back to Utah. So we stayed at a town called Cedar City in Utah. That's where our hotel is located, and we stayed there and relaxed for the night because Valley of Fire to Utah is about 2.5 hour drive. And the next day we plan to go to the Narrows hike at the Zion National Park, which is total hike in the water. You need a good hiking shoes, and of course you can rent the hiking sticks. And since it's end of May, you don't need any dry suit to get into the water. You can just wear your swimsuits or any comfortable swim clothes and get into the water. So here we are. The water was a little bit cold. I mean, it's bearable. It was not freezing cold. I think it was a hot day, so the water temperature was perfect. So the rocks are very slippery, so it's very important to have a good hiking shoe, and hiking stick of course is required. You can walk as much as you like. You don't have to do the entire hike. I believe the entire hike is 9 miles or 16 miles. I'm not pretty sure, but we went up to a place called Wall Street, where this river splits into 2 roads. And the water levels, as you see, it varies at different paths of the hike. So this is probably the deepest that we got into, and you cannot make out the depth without the hiking sticks. So the hiking sticks help you know the depth of the water. So we really enjoyed this hike because it was the first time in my life walking in the water, a totally different experience. We enjoyed. So we went all the way till Wall Street. The kids really loved it. So the water levels is not, low in the beginning, high in the end. It's not that. It keeps changing. At any location it could be deep, at any location it could be shallow. So this is the place where the rivers get split into two different locations, and you can continue your hike, or most of the people stop by at the Wall Street and they come back. So it's called Narrows because the two rocks are very close, narrow to each other, and a river flowing in between them. So then that evening we drove to Page, Arizona, again about 2.5 hour drive. So this is the Horseshoe Bend. At Arizona we saw the sunset here, and it's a small hike from the parking lot, about 15 minutes, and then we chose to stay at Page, Arizona that night because next day we plan to go to Antelope Canyon, which is maintained by the tribe. So the walking path to that is closed. The only way to go to the Antelope Canyon hike is via kayaking. So this is what I was talking about, Antelope Canyon. So the only way to go there is through kayak. So we rented a kayak. There is no tour guide, but there are some kayak tours with tour guide as well, but we didn't plan in advance, so we just rented a kayak, and we stopped a kayak at one place and we went on this hike about an hour to see this beautiful wavy Antelope Canyon formations. The more you walk, the more narrower these formations become. So it was a beautiful hike, worth a full day spent there at Antelope Canyon. And now we are driving. Now we drove back to Las Vegas. We spent a night in Las Vegas, and then we chose to go to Death Valley. So Death Valley is about 3.5 hours from Las Vegas, and we stopped here at Sand Dunes. Death Valley is the hottest place on earth. It can go up to 135 Fahrenheit. The day we went, it was 116 Fahrenheit, extremely hot. We had a lot of water. We made sure we are hydrated, and we did not spend many hours. We just spent few hours, saw the beautiful sunset at the sand dunes, and we enjoyed the view of this place. And then we headed towards this called Salt Flats in Death Valley. They're hexagonal formation. It was too dark in the night because we reached very late. We couldn't see that hexagonal shape, but and we didn't walk further far away because there was nobody there, and we just saw little bit formations here, the Salt Flats, and we headed back to Las Vegas that night. It was a beautiful experience driving to Death Valley itself from Las Vegas. The drive itself is so beautiful from Las Vegas to Death Valley. The next day the kids enjoyed the Venetian pool, and we spent 4 beautiful days at Las Vegas. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, don't forget to post in the comment box.